Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It's been a while since I've done one of these segment of amped accessories, and essentially, for those of you who don't know, it is a segment that I want to focus on showcasing you guys products that I actually like, that I actually want to use, and do just kind of a review and overview of it. What I'm showcasing and what I want to go over today is going to be found in here. There is an entire sleep system that's in here. And for those that have watched my channel and have followed along with me on some of my other adventures, you'll see why I wanted this and wanted to utilize this in my setup. And what this is the Haven XL hammock sleep system. And again, for those of you who have followed the channel, I like hammocks, and with our son, I've been slowly trying to figure out some sort of sleep system for us so we can go out and do camping and have some options. Some of the options that we have, obviously there's a rooftop tent. With me, my wife, and our 1.5-year-old son, it's a little difficult because the tents that are out there for 3 to 4 people are going to be fairly large. And kind of how I've set up my system, my bed system, I didn't want something huge or bulky that's going to overhang on the top. So I'm still looking at options, but this is going to be an option. And this, I kind of had myself in mind. If we did opt for a rooftop tent, I'd have my wife and son sleep there, a little bit more room for them, and I would sleep in this. So kind of some backstory to this. I've been looking for sleep systems and just kind of browsing to see what's out there. And I came across a company called Haven Tents. As a kid, I've always liked the idea of tree houses and things like that. So having an idea of having a hanging system where you're not on the ground, you're kind of elevated. Done my research on with the company is that it's a true lay flat system. I sleep on my stomach. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've tried other ways of sleeping and I just can't do it. So I'm a stomach sleeper. So your normal hammock that would hang, it's gonna be curved obviously. And if you're a back sleeper, that might work. So I reached out to Haven Tents, just kind of explaining what I was looking for. Spoke with Derek, he's the founder and the CEO of the company. He was gracious enough to send me this system, and I'm gonna go over that system. So I'm very thankful that Derek has sent me this. It gives me the opportunity. Obviously, I make content on YouTube. I like to share these things with my viewers. I generally felt that this was a good product to go overview. That's why I reached out to that company to give me this opportunity to use this and utilize this on future camping trips that we go on, and finally a sleep system that it's realistic instead of, like I said, cramming into one rooftop tent. I'm gonna show you what I got and the package, and then we're gonna start setting it up. All right, so first things first. In this bag, in this small package, you're gonna get obviously the hammock system that we're gonna be hanging up and the pad that you're gonna be sleeping on. Now, specifically, this is the Haven XL. I went with the XL because I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'1", about 200 pounds. Obviously, I would like the extra space and more room. We'll be going over that as well, but that's what's in this package. Derek was also kind enough to send me the Works bundle. And what the Works bundle includes is the power pump. This little pump is obviously the small inflator device that you'll use to pump up the pad. When I first was looking at it, obviously this is going to serve as your pump. It also serves as a light as well. Also a battery for all your gizmos and gadgets. We also got a cool little thing I'll show you as well that we got. The Works bundle also comes with a ridge light. And what the ridge light is just a strip of LEDs. We're going to be able to hang that over the top. So when you are asleep or just kind of hanging out inside of your hammock tent, you'll be able to have some light. This whole package will come with the lights, with the pump, and you'll also get some whoopee slings as well. Full transparency. I have not set this up yet, so this is going to be my first time setting up. Now, how I'm going to be utilizing this is I'm going to be utilizing either my crossbars or my bed rack, kind of depending on length and best tie down spots, and then obviously to my right, which you'll see here in the frame in a second, is a tree. You can use this with trees. Haven Tents also has a freestanding system as well that you can set up. So if you're on a beach or something like that, you can set it up on the beach without any trees or hooking it up. For the instance of this video, I'm gonna be just utilizing my truck, a tree, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna open it up, we're gonna get this started. I'm gonna kind of figure this out as I go along. Haven Tents on their YouTube channel, they have some setup videos. Just watching it myself, it honestly looks very simple. Let's see if I can figure that out. First novice mistake by myself. This tree here is fairly large. I am going to reverse a little bit and use that. Find a good tree. Okay, this should be better. So we are going to try this again. All right, so let's wrap around. This is much better. We got one strap here on the tree, and I think I'm gonna use just the Rivian crossbars just to kind of make it easy. So we got our other strap here. I'll let that hang. And also included in this is there's a rain fly. This is obviously for rain, or if you're in the snow or inclement weather where you might need a little bit extra protection. So we're gonna start with one side here, just for kind of placement purposes. I'm just gonna kind of hang it on one and then kind of see what works best based on adjustment. All right. So I actually just moved this strap up a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more equal height to the Rivian crossbars. So during the setup video, they mentioned to have just the head a little bit elevated than the foot. All right. This guy on here. Yeah, that's more even. And to me, it looks like as if the head, we can just lift it up one more little bit, but we're gonna kind of try things out. Here inside, you have a bug fly, and which is nice, you can actually zip this up from the inside or outside. So if you want a little bit of a breeze, you definitely got that. But for now, we're gonna keep this open, and let's inflate the mattress. Okay, so this is the insulated XL pad. We're gonna be putting this inside of the tent and filling her up. You didn't get the bundle. This actually works as an airbag to kind of help blow up your tent, or your pad, so you don't have to constantly blow your air into the pad. This is the bag that comes with it, so it acts as like two things. It's not just a bag, it also acts as like almost like an air pump, like a manual air pump. And you can see there's a little black piece, and that's the part you would insert into the pad and do that. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using the pump because that's probably how I would use it. But again, if you decide not to do that package, that bundle package, this has that as well. We got our pad. I'll lay this inside. All right, so now we're gonna pump this up. There's two tabs here, one says in, one says out. So obviously we're gonna open just the part where it's in and have at it. So as you can see, as I was inflating it, it's now starting to take its shape. One of the things is when you're blowing up the pad, they do recommend, or they do say, for it to keep its actually true lay flat system is to pump this up pretty firmly. All right, so now inside there's some small tabs, and you kind of just tuck the mattress underneath these little angles here. Make sure everything fits properly. Look a little bit higher on the head side, so I'm just going to lower it one notch. But before I do that, let's put in the reinforcement bars. So I'm going to be putting in the reinforcement bars that come with this system. This helps keep the shape of the hammock, and they easily just slide into these little brackets, and they just stick together like that. And we're going to do the same thing here on the other side. And this really just kind of opens it up a little bit to give it more of its actual shape, as well as this is part of their design to keep this an actual flat system. I think there's only one thing to do now, is to test this bad boy out. Whew. Now, I don't want to get this dirty because ideally I would be shoeless. So I'm going to take off my shoes. And let's get in. Oh. Well, this is definitely comfortable. Now let's close this up. So no bugs come and get me. And nice thing is, got my wallet and phone. There is a pouch, which I'll show you here in a second, that you can just throw in. Right now I'm sleeping kind of how I would be. And honestly, this feels like my bed at home as far as laying flat. Just kind of, I usually sleep with my little arm out like this and go to sleep. But they do say, just to prevent any like curving, to sleep higher up onto the pad here. But honestly, this is really comfortable. For me, completely setting this up for the first time, it was not difficult. I did watch the setup video before I set this up, but honestly, on all, this is great. There's also some tabs here. If you have like a backpack or my shoes, for example, if you have like a carabiner, you can just hang this right on here and you can push that down. So if you are outdoors and you don't want your stuff, you know, on the ground or anything like that, you can just set it up on here. But honestly, this entire system, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks inside, you can tell like a lot of stuff is thought out. Just with the amount of little small cargo places there, I'm looking right now, there is a place for my shoes actually that could fit. I have a place for my cell phone. There's a small little, you can also put your cell phone here, keys, snacks, I mean, whatever it is that you think you might utilize this for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pouches. I do want to show you guys kind of how it looks from my view, so you can kind of see it. I would like to set up those lights as well. And as I'm laying here too, so this piece you can actually use as like a reinforcement for yourself. So like I said, that what comes in the Works bundle is some little LED lights for you. And we're gonna set that up. like I said, I am 6'1", and my feet cannot touch the end here. And I still have room in my head, but like I said, inside you have your little cases here that you can store, I mean, whatever you can think of. For me, for example, I have my phone, just gonna throw it in here. Got my wallet. There's no cash, so don't rob me. Put that in there. And I actually did bring a pillow from home because I would most likely bring my own pillow with me on a trip where I'd be sleeping outside, but it gives me a little bit of comfort from home in the great outdoors. The lights, I can just easily grab. The cool thing about the light is actually it's not like a hard button to press. It's just like a touch button, so it's really simple. But now I'm all illuminated up all the way. Party at my place. So this also comes with a rain fly. I'm not gonna fully connect this because honestly today's such a nice day. Honestly, setting this up, it's pretty simple. This is one side of the rain fly, and you can see there's two stitchings here, and these stitchings would actually just fit through on the carabiner itself. So you would just feed it through, and that'll stick here on this side. In the bottom piece here, you'll see down here at the bottom, there's a little latch, and you just kind of feed it through. And that's gonna keep this in place. So one of the things also that's actually really cool about this, you'll see this tab, this drawstring. And if you tighten up the drawstring and you pull it up, and now this is kind of like a little couch. So if you're hanging out in camp and you're just wanting to chill, you can just relax, chill. You have some back support. You don't have to be flat. You can actually just chill, be on your phone, read a book, whatever. And then when you're ready to go to sleep, you just loosen up the strap from underneath, and this is just gonna fall flat. Make sure it's tucked back in. In closing, honestly, this is such a great system. It's very comfortable, and like I said, I'm a stomach sleeper. I know a lot of people say you shouldn't sleep on your stomach. Well, unfortunately, that's just how I've grown up to sleep. And even as a stomach sleeper, it's just still very comfortable. I don't feel curved. Like I said, I don't feel the arch in my back or anything. I actually do feel like I'm on a flat surface. And this pad is actually very soft and very comfortable as well. Who do you think this is good for? I think this is good for obviously anyone that's going camping, whether it's solo, whether, like in my case, a larger family, and you kind of want more people to be comfortable. Using hammocks is the epitome of relaxation. And using a hammock type system that's turned into a lay flat bed is honestly pretty impressive. It's just like a hanging bed. The benefits of that obviously is you're off the ground, you're not on uneven surfaces or anything like that. You're not going to be laying on rocks, so that's now taken out of the equation. If you think this is a good system, I personally think this is just such a great system. If you're looking for sleep alternatives, I think this is an excellent choice. But again, thank you for Haven Tents for sponsoring this video, for giving me the opportunity to showcase this on my channel. Hopefully this helps with, obviously my channel is focused around a lot of Rivian stuff in general, but again, I am trying to think of accessories that are not just for the Rivian. They can be used for the Rivian, but these could be used for anyone else as well. See, anyone that has any sort of vehicle that they take off-road or they take, you know, camping and such. Most people will have a roof rack. Most people will have some crossbars of some sort or a bed rack or what have you. You can utilize that, or again, if you just have two trees. So again, guys, if you do like the channel, if you do like seeing these types of things, like I said, I'm trying to focus on products that I actually want, that I actually have, that I'm going to be utilizing with my build. Companies that are good, that make good products. I want to showcase that on my channel. And I honestly think that this is one company that you guys should look into if you are looking for a sleep alternative. And huge thank you again to Haven Tents for allowing me to do this and having this opportunity to give my thoughts and review on this system. If you do like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, catch a ride with me on the next adventure, and we'll see you guys soon.